Hey, we are back. Car guys and car gals, welcome back to NADA 2023 here at the TrueCar Booth. And we have an incredible solutionary right here with us. We have the one, the only Troy Shear. Welcome to the party, brother.
Hello, gentlemen. How y'all doing?
Dude, just
doing
excited to
incredible.
have you here. You know, you're somebody that we've been working a lot with this past year, and we see the relationship is growing even more, and we appreciate that.
Oh.
And we're honored to be working with you, man. You're somebody that I definitely love talking to, hearing your ideas and sharing ideas. I think you and I collabed on a lot of things, and I think we've come up with some pretty cool stuff. And I'm looking forward to seeing what 2023 brings us. But let's talk about 2023. Let's talk about NIADA.
Yes, yes. How about that?
We're all about that right now for NIADA, and we're at NADA right now, right? And we're going to talk about the independent dealers because it's a big passion of Lou and I. It's a big passion of yours, right?
Absolutely.
You're a big marketing, you're just like a general in the marketing department, right? You just know what's going on. You're always hip to it. I love that you reached out to us to be able to help with that kind of stuff too, because that's what we love to do. And we love to team up with people like you. But here, you've been going around, you've been seeing a lot of great things. The NIADA is looking for newer members right now. And I know there's probably some independent dealers here right now watching this, and maybe you're not a member right now. Listen, it's time for you to go out there and look for those spots. There's great things going on at NIADA right now. And I tell you, if you reach out to me or Lou, we can explain it. So, Troy, but man, why don't you tell everybody what's going on right now?
You know, it's been a great. It's amazing that it's only the middle or toward the end of January. I feel like there's been so much happening that it's like I was telling somebody the other day it should be April. just for what I'm seeing.
Don't
and everything.
speed it up.
No, I know you can't, but it just feels like so many things have been happening so quickly.
So
as we wrapped up 2022,
Yes.
you know, we obviously with Melanie Wilson coming on as the interim CEO.
Yeah.
You know, we've got we've got a great convention coming up in June at the Win, our Accelerate convention.
Can't wait to be there.
A lot of great things there, and there's some things that are going to be happening that I can't share yet, but I'll be able to on Monday.
No spilling of the beans.
I'll be able to on Monday, so it'll be yes. So I would just
wait.
you know I knew we've known about it for just a couple of days, but it's official now. But Monday we'll share it. So good stuff coming, guys. So let me just say that it's great news. Like I said, we found out when we found out it was like had the company meeting and we got together and was like, wow, this is great. So everybody needs to be watching for that on Monday.
Yeah, so you hear them, everybody. Stay tuned.
It's our Saturday. We just got a couple days. You got a Sunday, so you got 2 sleeps.
2 sleeps. That's right. That's right. So
you got
that's
2 sleeps left. So
So-
make sure you guys look for that because it's going to be exciting. I can't wait to hear more about it and be able to share it with you all out there too. 'Cause we will as soon as we hear about it. We're going to make sure you all know. But man, Troy, man, I'm excited. You know, there's new members. We're talking about those things. That's something that's a big deal right now. You know, I think that NIADA is growing right now. There's a lot of new people in place. We got a new CEO right now, right, with Melanie. You mentioned that a moment ago, and I absolutely had her on the show. Phenomenal lady.
Yes,
that's
we
just
did.
crushing the game right now. Just comes with a different perspective than some of the past ones. For one, she's the first woman CEO of the NIADA, and I think of any really big association automotive. I don't know of any other one, so that's a big deal.
Yeah, not that I know of.
And she didn't just arrive.
No,
She's been there for a while.
Oh, yeah, I know.
You know,
Yeah.
and that's incredible. The thing is, Troy, you're seeing new things, new ventures, new opportunities show up. Of course, we're scrubbing and cleaning the corners in this big room for improvement. We are trying to find a way to make sure that we are connecting our message to dealers. For the independents that are out there that are trying to find their footing inside of everything that's happening inside of automotive right now, why is it such a passion of yours that you keep stretching the tent post, stretching yourselves in making sure you're getting the message out there for those that need it most?
You know, I think part of it comes from the fact that I'm an entrepreneur at heart. I mean, I had my own company, marketing company for 20 years. So I get it. I understand, you know, it's a different industry, but the love and how you feel is the same, that passion.
Absolutely.
And I just believe that it's like one of the things that I've learned, you know, I wish I would have learned when I was in my mid-20s is reach out to people, get educated,
That's it.
work with the community that you have around you. And that's what NIADA is all about. That's why I'm here right now at NADA. It's about building community.
That's right.
So it's not like we are one against each other. It's not one or
Right,
there's an and kind of approach here. And I've talked to a ton of vendors that are here, people exhibiting, going, oh yeah, we love the independent. We're here for this, but we want to be there. So I want to make sure that the independent dealers know that they're not being left behind. They got to reach out. There's opportunities.
There's a lot of opportunities.
You've just, but you've got to be able and willing to reach out. And I understand too. Again, a lot of the dealers that may only be 2 or 3 people at their dealership as an independent, but you still got to find the time. I was there too. I was at the one point where it was myself and my wife in the business, and it's like you're trying to do it all, but if you don't get out there and meet people and educate and build the relationships, you're not going to grow. Right. And that was when I found, and when I started seeing the growth in our business. And I'm sorry, there's no business that's so unique that the things you can learn in one place you can't translate and bring into another.
And that there's not somebody that can teach you something. There's always somebody that can teach you something.
And again, I look at this. I've been doing this in this business of marketing for 25 years. I still invest in associations from a marketing perspective because I don't know it all. Things are changing constantly, and I've got to be able to take those people who have been doing it as well. And I always say too, find those people who've been around for 30, 40 years who really have that wisdom, but then also talk to the people coming up who may only be in their mid-20s, but have some passion and have an understanding and take the best of both worlds. And that's where I see it and what I'm really building. And I think we are as an association. And I think as an industry, if we start thinking that way from an automotive in the big picture, it's like, let's work together. I always say, let's take the pie that's here and blow it up. Let's take the reputation that we've got and make it that much better across the board.
I couldn't agree more. Yeah. Great words.
Uniting completely the strengths of all of us is what makes everything better for everyone.
And that's what we've really been talking about at NIADA is unity. Let's work together. We're not enemies here. We're not. We're all in this to try to help each other out.
That's facts. It really is. What's the motto, the mantra for NIADA this year?
So there's another one I've got to hold off on. So there's something that's really cool coming that has not.
I think I know what it is, but I'm not going to say it because I think I know what it is, and I think he told me that it was going to be a while, but I didn't know if it was ready yet. So
no,
okay, cool.
So it's coming. It's coming. I promise. And it is. Once we get to share it, people are going to go, "Oh, it makes complete sense."
Okay. Well, speaking of share, Speaking of share, y'all help us out real quick. Tag a car guy. Tag a car gal and share.
That's right.
Get the message out there, folks, that we are Brewing Solutions at NADA 2023 right now. And I want to ask you a little bit of something here. I want to get down to a couple of maybe about something that you can talk about. Okay. Let's talk about something you can talk about. There's a new program that's out there for independents, the 360 program. Tell us a little bit about that. We've had the blessing to be able to be on some of the videos, be able to help promote some of that. Tell us about some of the stuff that's available now.
It's amazing with the Certified 360 program. We've got and been able to break this out to really help dealers increase their visibility, their ability to it's a certified program. So we've got multiple programs within that. There's actually a certified program and a verified program that allows the dealer to basically provide a certification across their entire, maybe not every car, but just about every car in their inventory. Yeah. So a lot of opportunity with that. But then we've also got Carqueta as part of the program,
awesome.
Being able to do all of the inspections, digital inspections, so that now the dealer can put that on their website and make it very transparent that this what this car has been and where you got, so you really know what's going on there. TechNet is a partner as far as being able to provide all of the warranty service and
nationwide warranty.
Nationwide.
Service. It's not just like your local spot, the dealership you bought it from. It's nationwide. That's what that's what's happening for you independent dealers out there right now. There's great opportunity. Man, it's a great program.
And it's just getting started. There's a lot of things that I know that are going on in the background that are going to make this that much better.
No doubt.
And I think that's the key is we're always looking to elevate. We want to make sure we don't get complacent in where we are and go, okay, yeah, that's good enough.
Amen.
It's always about everything we do is about getting better, whether it be on that program, whether it be our 20 groups. We've got some phenomenal people there, and it was amazing to me. I'll really quick, but just talking up to some of the 20 group folks that were at the Super Forum last year, and just the passion that comes from them about why they're there and what it's done for them. And it's to me, I just sit back and listen and go, wow. I mean, there's passion there. It's not just, okay, yeah, we'll talk about it, but there's true passion.
Oh, that's amazing.
Our education, what we've got going on with our education program it's expanding and blowing. So everything, the team we've got internally at NIADA and understanding how we have stepped out to, partner with folks like you all, with people here. I mean, it's about, again, building community, uniting together and making it the best it can be, and never being okay with, we're here now. No, we can always get better.
That's right.
And that's the focus.
That's right. Status quo has got to go.
Status quo has got, there's another rhyme, right? Yeah. So, the thing is it's true though. The association is for the dealers. It's not for the association. So know that. And that's the shift. Folks, reach out to them, and they're going to do, it's all for you. All the stuff that they're building, all the people that they're putting in place, all the new programs, all the training, all the availability for you independent dealers out there, it's there. It's ready for you. So get after it. It's just getting better. They're not just settling on what they have now. They're going to keep improving, but they need more dealers looking at these things to give us better improvements so we can go there and troubleshoot what is wrong and fix it for you, right? Because we're solutionaries and we're solving problems for you every single day.
Guess where we learn the most from to do things better? From our dealers. From our dealers. It's like so we want to hear there is that, it's not an us and them, it's a we, and we want to know
we are all in this together.
What can we do to make it better for you?
That's right.
From now and going forward. So
we not me, right?
Goodness,
that's the key right there. So, and I love that, man. This has been great. So 20 groups, big subject right now. You guys are, we're not going to talk too much about it, but we want to talk enough about it because it's doing some amazing things right now. I love who you have spearing up some of those the buy here, pay here stuff, like Bill Elizondo, phenomenal. Doug,
the best.
Goodman,
we love you, Bill.
Phenomenal.
Ben
Goodman. Did I say Doug? Ben Goodman. Sorry, Doug Goodman. He's a councilman back where I'm from. My bad. Ben, phenomenal. I love you, Ben.
And I'll tell you what, it gets Ed Curry, who while Ed may not have the bill.
But he has all the knowledge.
That is the key, and it's like if that was from the retail groups, and it's like I said, just getting to know these guys and just the knowledge that I like to soak the knowledge up from these guys too, because again, I don't know it all.
Yeah, well,
I want to know, and I
promise you they're learning stuff from you, Troy.
Yes.
Just telling you this right now.
And one of the things too, people talk about 20 groups, and there obviously there are other things out there. The one thing about NIDA is, obviously you've got to pay to be part of it. But all the money that you're putting in is being invested back into you.
Come on.
This is not, we're a nonprofit.
Come on.
So it's the fact that we're here to make sure, again, I cannot overemphasize that we're here for the dealers.
Exactly. Association for the dealers, not for the association. Right. I'm telling you this right now. And the last thing that I want to bring up before we get out of here for Give Focus Fly the Whole Nine is I want to talk about the conference coming up in June. It's going to be a big conference. There's a lot of great people. You're going to have some great speakers. They're putting it together right now. So you're going to have a lot of announcements. Be ready for that. We're going to be there. Lou and I are going to be there loud and proud. I think we're going to even have a session. I can't wait for y'all to come get some education from us. And there's going to be a lot of great people there speaking and so many things. So be looking out. Tell them something that they need to be looking for as that starts to be announced.
I would say just get there. Make sure that you get there.
Show up.
No better time than now to take, because you could actually, guys, you can go on and sign up now and go ahead and, if you want to save a little money, go do it now. It's like there's no better time.
The discounts, early bird
that's
discounts.
Right. Early bird discounts are there. I mean, you can't beat that. But just some of the things too, like I said, that we're going to be announcing very soon in terms of some of the differences in the expo, some of the learning sessions we'll have there. Yep. I'm excited. Like I said, as I get to see these things kind of happening and percolating in the background, you go, oh, that's cool. That's cool. I can't wait to see who these people are. And that's one of the reasons too I'm here, because like I said, I want to learn from what can we learn from the franchise that we can improve upon on the independent side. So it's like I'm always here trying to build that community and going, who can we bring in to speak, that even if you learn one thing from somebody here, again, it's how much can that change in terms of the dollar amount that you now have in your revenue stream.
Man, bring in that knowledge, bring in that stuff, man. We appreciate that, Troy. That's what I'm talking about. Excited. We have a Just Breathe that's on YouTube talking about Nikki Rose and Becca Rose. That's not familiar to you at all? No? I didn't know. Maybe you're tagging people. WIA.
WIA is about to jump up. Let's go.
I got you. I might know who's doing this right now. So, okay. Well, folks, man, we just had the amazing Troy Scherer on the show, and this is somebody that you're going to see a lot more as the year goes by. We're going to have him come on. We do have a show planned at the end of this month. Last Friday of the month. Hopefully we figure out who that guest is.
Yeah, and you know what the last Friday of the month was?
It was yesterday.
It was yesterday.
Oh my gosh.
So the last Friday of the month guest was me.
Hey, even better. We just made it happen.
Look at that.
But look, stay tuned for next month. We'll make sure that we have that schedule. We'll put that out. We'll let you know when, where, how. Be there. We're going to have some more announcements, the events, the 20 groups. Matter of fact, I'm going to be making announcements next week once I hear everything that he's talking about, when I'm allowed to say everything he's talking about. Right. So we're going to
once we got clearance, we will make it known.
Once we got clearance to run the interference, we're going to do it. So we'll be there. I'm excited, man. Well, Troy, thank you so much.
Hey, thanks, guys.
Yeah,
Always.
Appreciate it.
Car guys, car gals, this is an incredible portrait of passion at work in our industry. And this is an incredible individual you need to reach out to. If you want to know more information about what's cooking with NIADA, reach out to Troy. You will not be disappointed. And I'm telling you, he might take an idea or two from you. He is one that is trying to go to the next level, and he will use all the wisdom from as many people as possible to do so. It's been an honor to have you as a friend. Yes.
I will share it back.
And
too.
he will share. Yes, he will. He'll pour it right back out because he is a solutionary. You see the hat? You see the hat? He's a solutionary representing. Well, car guys, car gals, you know what we need to do before we end this show. We got to drop those F-bombs. We got to make sure that we do forgive, focus, fly so that we can keep growing. And we got some incredible guests coming on the show next after these messages. Let's get ready to drop some F-bombs. Come on, Troy.
Yes, sir.
On 3, 1, 2, 3. Forgive. Focus, fly, and keep growing, keep growing. Car guys, car gals, I'm Lou Ramirez, the car guy.
And I'm Frelin Arts, subprime hero.
And we've been brewing solutions with the one, the only, Troy Shear. That's right, everybody.
Thanks,
See
y'all.
you soon.
We got some special guests coming up.
Women
Stay
in
tuned. Don't go
automotive
anywhere.
up next.
Do
Let's
not
go. Welcome back, Solutionaries. We are excited to be continuing the brew over here at the TrueCar Booth at NADA 2023. And look who we have with us. The one, the only, Eliana Raggio.
That's right.
Man,
We have her
I gotta
here.
go like this with my fingers when you say that.
You
Like,
know,
Raggio.
Yeah, no doubt, right?
That was perfect, gentlemen.
We-
That was far
we-
from.
We-
That was very
We try our best. We try our best. We learn from you. I take
Yeah,
notes from
well, yeah,
you.
we
Oh
have
my
lots.
gosh,
You
I
gotta
have
see her on stage.
never, ever, ever had as much energy as you guys have, and I have tried. I took 20 ounces of coffee right before I got here, and still not enough, people. Not enough.
Well, because it wasn't Car Guy coffee. That's why.
Oh, you have your own brand?
Oh, yes, we do.
What?
You
Yeah, we have
didn't
two
know
blends.
that?
I have known you
Dark
two
roast and
Oh
light
my
roast.
for
goodness.
years,
You need to get a
and
bag of
you
coffee.
have never offered me Car Guy coffee brand.
Oh, well,
What?
we'll make sure
What? Well, you can get some
before
Car
you
Guy
leave here
coffee.
today,
Go to
get your address and I'll
carguycoffee.com.
mail some to you.
Get some of that. We actually have some here for you.
Really?
If you want some, we can get you some before. Are you leaving tomorrow?
Yes.
Okay, great.
Yes, I'm
We'll get
leaving
you
tomorrow.
a bag of coffee.
Just
we'll get
in
you a bag of
time.
coffee.
Just in time for my Eagles to win. Go Eagles!
Wow.
Hey.
Fly Eagles,
All
fly!
right, how about them Eagles this year?
How about them Eagles?
About winning. Win, win,
And
win,
flying.
win. Let's talk about the automotive industry.
Oh, please.
Right.
My favorite subject.
Yes.
All right.
It's a good place to talk about
There's
that.
a lot of things changing. You know, we got some great announcements with the women in automotive. We'll talk about that in a moment. And we're going to finish the show off with that. But I want to talk about what's going on right now. What has changed? The shifts we're seeing, like the customer journey, for example.
You know,
Tell us a little bit.
the customer journey has really changed. Look, it's always evolving, but the customer journey took a huge shift, as we all know, during the COVID phase. And now that we're in the endemic phase, you can't put that toothpaste back in the tube, can you? You know, so now digital retailing is something where before COVID, dealers were like, yeah, we'll get to it.
Maybe.
And now everyone has a digital
How do I do it?
retailing.
How do I do it?
Yes. So the more robust the digital retailing tool, not just for the dealership side, but also for the consumer side, the better. And you know, that's something that we're always looking forward to. And I think it's my opinion as a marketer, and I'm sure you guys probably will agree with me, that if you always put the customer's needs first, if you always think about, well, what would the customer enjoy more?
Yeah.
What would make it easier for them? Then that is the route you should take, and that is what's going to help you succeed. Because at this point, everyone has this Amazon taste in their mouth. They want instant gratification. They want instant answers. They want to know who, what, when, where, why, now. They want to know how much, and they want to know how fast. So if you can answer all those questions, no easy task, but not impossible either.
Right.
You're going to win. You're going to sell more cars. You can make people happy. And hopefully it's not just a sale of a car. It also follows through to the service side.
Yep.
And then you also keep that customer for life. And
Keeping
then that
the
LTV
customer.
is even higher.
Come
And then
on.
if you're really, really good at it, then you get some great reviews on top of it. And then the cycle keeps going.
You know, I think the great reviews is where
Yes.
that it
It's the
actually
magic's right
amplifies it
there.
10 times. So imagine doing everything she said, and then she threw that great review. Imagine having talk about Amazon, right? If you go to Amazon and you purchase something, yes, you're looking for, it's going to be here in 2 days. It's convenient. I click a button, buy now. But first thing you're going to do is you're going to look at the reviews. If there's only one review, you're probably not buying the product. If it has 1,000 and they're close to a 5-star, you're going to probably look at it, read a couple, and be like, this is the one I want. Because there's so many choices. And it's the same thing when it comes to automotive, is that there's so many choices. So we put ourselves out there, we do all those things. And yes, naturally, because most of you all are not doing that, when a consumer sees it, they're going to click it and they're going to go with it. And like you said, they want to have instant gratification. They're going to want that. But as time goes by and as we all start to get hip to the game, we're going to find that the reviews on top of that is where it's going to 10 times your money. Where if you throw reviews 100% of the time when you work with customers, whether you sell them, help them, do service for them, does not matter at a dealership. As long as you're getting those reviews, you're going to find that everything else with your digital marketing is going to explode. That's where it really comes down to in the future. So be looking for that too. And I love what you're talking about here. This is really exciting.
I think the other thing too that we learned from COVID is that consumers, and it's been proved out, consumers will pay more money for a better customer service. Better service. Faster, quicker, better service.
I know I do all the time.
Yep.
Every time, don't we? We pay more if we go to a 5-star restaurant than we would to a 2-star restaurant. And we expect less from the 2-star restaurant, So, but with I mean, come on, we're going into a recession, aren't we, fellas?
Well, I didn't want to say it, but yes. I mean, let's just
The
be honest.
R word.
I'm a very transparent person, and I believe that. Yeah, we are. That's what's going on. Whether we want to say the word or not, we're going into some kind of financial issues in the country coming up very soon. And we're feeling it right now. You're starting to feel the effect of it. So yeah, the recession.
Yeah, during COVID, everyone had economic uncertainty. They didn't know if they're going to have a job. They didn't know how long they were going to have it. Now we have economic hardship where people are paying $8 for a dozen eggs. What? This is crazy. So you're going to have to appeal to consumers who are trying to find the best price. And then you also need to appeal to consumers who just want great service and will pay the extra, because there's both of them out there. So it runs the entire spectrum.
I agree with
you
so much on that.
Being able to provide services and provide that kind of level of great service to both of those spectrums is what's going to be the key to moving forward for dealers and even for any business, really.
That's right, for real. And that's the thing.
You're right.
We learned so much, of course, looking at the Amazon model, and we understand that is what we're being faceted to as consumers.
Well, because
you, me,
because
all
everyone
of us, right?
People literally shop on Amazon once a day, more than once a day. I mean, it is constantly. So Amazon is what they know best.
Right.
Maybe buying a car, not so much. They do that once every 2, 3, 5 years. Right. So if they're comparing that shopping experience that they are familiar with on Amazon to what they're seeing on your website, or what they're seeing even inside the showroom, that is the standard you're being held to, dealers. Are you excelling at that? That's the question you got to ask.
And I love that. So speaking of asking questions, let's ask a little bit more about you and what's cooking with you. You just had some really big change-ups inside of your world. Right now, we're looking at this beautiful booth over here.
It's
Dealer
right over there.
E-Process is making some things happen. You just made the move, sister. What is going on, and what brought you to this new venture?
Thank you so much for asking me that. Yeah. So I've known and been a fan of Dealer E-Process for years. I mean, it's not my first foray into automotive websites, as people who know me know my history. But Dealer E-Process is right on. I mean, they've been putting out so many great products with digital retailing and digital marketing, and of course, they're amazing websites. And now we're going a step forward, someplace that no other website company has gone to. And now we're exploring what we call the CRP. And yeah, it's just a bunch of letters, but really it stands for Connected Retail Platform.
That's right.
And really one of the keys for dealerships to sell more, but also be as profitable as possible, is your data. How to protect your data, but how to use your data from all of your digital online sources and put them all together in one place.
Wow. Yes.
So that you can take that data and use it to make better decisions, whether it's better decisions for your marketing or your showroom, but better decisions on how you can serve your consumers better. And that is where we're exploring now, is how to take that data into a connected retail platform and use it the way it's meant to be used. Because if you're just relying on your CRM, I got news for you, dealers. Not the best use, because you have all the information from your social media, from your DMS, from your website too. There's like literally, if you think about it and you count it, there's like 12 to 15 different sources for data that are coming in that dealers have at their ready. They're just not utilizing it all.
Right,
so if you want a complete picture of what that one consumer has done, whether they've shopped on your website or given you a call or even bought a car or serviced a car with you, are they a lifetime customer? How have you touched them? Where have they seen your ad? All of this stuff should be in one repository that you can access so that you can make better marketing decisions moving forward. And this could literally be a game changer when it comes to your profitability. Now, we're coming off record profitability for dealers only because of the inventory shortage.
Amen, sister. Tell it one more time. Only because.
Only.
Not because you guys got better at selling cars.
No, you didn't get better at holding gross.
I promise
just
you
because.
Because it's evident right
it just
now.
didn't.
We're seeing it happen all over the country.
Okay,
we're seeing that drop, and that's because we let ourselves get lazy there. So I'm going to stop.
We are. Are we lazy?
Facts.
Yes. It's so easy to sit back
Too
and say
simple.
we're
It's
letting
too
the
easy.
money roll in. We're letting the money roll in.
I almost went back on the sales floor. I'm just saying, like that's how easy it was.
It got really good. But the thing is that
Okay,
even
but
inside of
now
that,
the inventory,
right?
inventory is coming back up. Those levels are going to come back
Yes,
up.
ma'am.
People are saying that for
I have
every
options.
OEM out there, those levels are going to come back up to close to normal, close
Mhm.
to pre-pandemic levels. So dealers, are you ready?
Oh,
Are you
Are you
prepared?
ready?
Did you fix your leaky roof while it was
No,
sunny?
no.
Or are you going to
No,
wait till
we
it starts
did not.
raining
No,
again?
Yeah, come on.
She's telling how
Oh
it
my
is.
goodness.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
No,
You
that's
guys
right.
tell
That's
it
what
how
we
it
know
is,
the deal.
too.
We
But
know
listen,
what's
yes,
up.
you do.
Come
but,
on.
But the thing is you're bringing it. You're speaking truth, and this is what I mean by what we love listening to you speak because you
Yes.
you speak truth. You don't fluff it up with some stuff. Man, is she like
She knows her
game?
stuff, though.
Does
She
got
knows
game?
her
There's
stuff.
No doubt, she knows what's up. But does she speak truth? Yes, and that's why she's consistently on stages. Why she's consistently with amazing companies, and why
Thank
she's
you.
here right now, sitting with us. She's a true solutionary, and we love what you're talking about here. Yeah.
I do.
Yes.
I have to say, we have some thank you for bringing that up. Fantastic solutions over at Dealery Process that are ready to go, ready to help dealers make the most of their websites, make the most of their digital retailing. And we have some other things too. We just won some wonderful awards at the AWA's Brian Pash's
Mhm.
event. And then we just picked up 3 different awards from Driving Sales. And I love the Driving Sales Awards because those are voted on
Yep.
by other dealers.
I
Come
love
on.
that too.
Come on.
How not just for the quality of the product, but
Mhm.
also because the ease of which they were able to use the product with our company. And
Mhm.
we have great
Bingo.
customer service, and I love that we won those kinds of awards, those awards that really mean the difference, from the dealers, voted on by the dealers, for websites, for digital retailing, and for our retail tool. I mean, it is, gosh, come by and see us. And,
Come on.
and
Come on.
I'm the new
man.
chief marketing officer, so
Come
I hope I did a good job there.
You
But
killed
come
it.
by and see us because I think you'll really, really be
I
impressed.
I think you did better than
We're very
okay on
impressed.
that. I think you did everything great.
Dealer e-process, you definitely got an upgrade with Eliana, and
That's
we're
right.
really
Hey.
excited for you with
Got
that.
that new turbo put
Yes,
on that
you
motor.
got
Let's
that. Come
go.
on, let's go. A little extra horsepower. That's what we're talking about. And let's talk a little bit more about some of the other things that are cooking up, because this is an incredible woman in automotive making big moves happen. But let's talk about women in automotive and the conference that's coming up and some of the cool things that are cooking inside of the women in automotive sphere.
You know,
Tell us a little bit about what's
One
cooking
of the
there.
things I love about you, Lou, and you, Fred, is you are fantastic supporters for women in automotive. You always have been, right since you hit the scene, and
We're
I
Mama's
really,
boys.
really
We're
appreciate.
Mama's boys. That's
Aw.
just what we
Yeah, so-
My girls own my life.
Aw.
For real.
So, as everyone knows, or at least I hope you know, Women in Automotive is really there to help promote women, to get more women in automotive, and to keep and retain women, and then see women in more management positions. So it's really
Yes.
about the advancement of the role of women in automotive. Right
Great.
now, research shows, can you believe this? Out of the entire industry, only 17% of them are women.
Hmm.
We are way behind.
I mean, massively behind.
That's
Way
actually-
behind.
I-
And
that's
only
surprisingly higher than I
3%
thought.
are in
Wow.
management positions.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
crazy
that's-
stat.
yeah,
That's
that's
ridiculous
the
stat.
one.
That's crazy. Now, look, we all know women are rock stars. Women
Yeah.
can do it
Oh yeah,
all.
yeah, they can.
And
And
so that's the mission of Women in Automotive. But it's not just for women; it's also for men. We do some wonderful things with mentoring. We have a very strong mentoring platform. So if you've never had, by the way, do you have a mentor?
Of course.
Do you have a mentor?
I have a mentor and I mentor others.
Yes,
So
yes,
it's you
yes.
I
have
love
to.
that.
You have to look at
Yes.
it both ways. And matter of fact, a lot of my
Yes.
mentorees, sometimes the stuff I teach them, I learn because of them. So they're actually mentoring me and they don't even know it. So
No,
awesome.
that's actually
Yeah.
a great point. A lot of our mentors that we have signed up at Women in Automotive, when I ask them directly, why would you're so busy? Why do you even take the time? How do you fit that in? And they said I am more proud of what my mentees accomplish because of my input to them than I'm even proud of my
Your own
own
accomplishments.
accomplishments.
That's
It's
right.
just nothing
Right?
like it. You know,
Yep.
I know one of my mentees, I literally asked them to do these activities throughout the day, and then he dropped his first one, and I was like a proud pop. I was like, "Oh my god, look at that!" You know, so it's stuff like that does matter because we see that because we know the things that we're showing them will help,
Yes.
and we know that if they're looking for that help and they actually apply it, we know what's going to happen. Greatness, right? And then they're going to just be they're just going to be in love with life, and they're going to share it to others, and that's the point. We want to pass down what we pass down and then pass it down some more.
And I think that lends itself to the legacy that you leave behind.
Yeah,
It's a legacy of kindness, but it's also a legacy of like sharing your skills and sharing your knowledge,
Right.
you know, and that's a gift. That's a really, really big gift. So I challenge you, automotive people out there, if you could be a mentor to somebody else, we'd love to hear from you. And if you feel that you can benefit from a mentor, we'd also love to hear from you. You know, it's both ways. It's both sides of the same coin.
Amen.
And together, as my friend Michelle McLean would say, together we rise.
Come on,
You know,
yes, we do.
so-
Shout out to Michelle. Love you,
Shout out
Michelle.
to Michelle.
Hashtag together we rise.
That's
Love
right.
you, girl.
That's right.
Man, she's amazing. She is, and you know, it's so much. There's so many amazing women in automotive,
Yes.
in the WIA. There's so many that don't even know about it. So listen, if you want to learn more, go to their website, check them out, learn. Because the more you learn, the more comfortable you're going to be, and the more excited you're going to be about this industry. 16% is not enough. Let's get that number to 32%. Come on, let's keep that growing.
Let's go. Challenge
And
accepted.
and most importantly, that 32%. Let's see 32% be executive leaders, people in management positions, where we need the women in automotive to be. Because I tell you what, my experiences with women in automotive, so many other. We got Beth over here at TrueCar,
Yes,
this
yes.
freaking rock star.
Veronica
Love
was
that
just
lady.
over here.
Veronica was
Oh,
here. You know,
yes.
so
Hi,
many, and
Veronica.
I can keep
You
going
might be
on
watching
and
this
on
right
about
now.
some women in automotive, but every
Kathy
one of them-
Gilbert.
Kathy
Oh,
Gilbert.
Bobby Heron,
Hello.
Jennifer Briggs.
Come
Oh
on.
my gosh,
Come on,
the
keep
list
dropping
goes on and on.
You
It's
know-
like a who's who of the movers and shakers in automotive.
Right, the speakers that we all want to hear. So let's not just make it a handful. Let's make all of them there. Let's allow that. Let's put a stage out there. Let's make it happen. You know what? And the women in automotive are having a great event in June, and I'm excited for that. We're gonna
I
be
am
there,
too.
and we're gonna have some fun while
You know,
we're there.
I love the events at Women in
Oh, dude,
Automotive.
there's no
I mean,
doubt.
I'm the MC, so I'm a little
Yeah.
bit biased.
Yeah, and it's coming
But
back
you
to
guys-
Dallas. Coming back to
Oh,
Dallas.
that's right. This year,
yes.
this is the first time we're ever hosting it in Dallas. So I'm pretty excited. Actually, this is my first time in, I think, Dallas ever.
No kidding.
Yeah, I know, right? It's
What?
So it took NADA to be here, and now I'm going to be back here again
Boom.
later this year for Women in Automotive. This is all good stuff, all
Yes,
good things.
All good stuff.
Yeah,
All good
it's
things.
everything
A lot of
great.
good stuff finds its way to Texas, and we're so glad that you found your way over here with us today. Now, you know, we got to do what we do with everybody.
Wait. Before you
we
do that, I just want to remind everyone, for more information about Women in Automotive,
Check it
please
out.
check out womeninautomotive.com. And by the way, that event that we're talking about, our annual event, is going to be June 22nd to the 24th here in Dallas at the Renaissance Hotel. You'll find all the information, tickets, and more at womeninautomotive.com.
That's
See what
right.
I mean?
That's right.
Okay,
Bam,
yeah.
Just check that out.
That's just sounded so professional. That was a
perfect
straight
clip right
commercial.
there.
One take,
Boom.
and that's it. Let's go, right? I love that about you, girl.
Oh,
Yeah,
on it.
that was fire right there.
Job. Hit it.
So, listen,
Perfect.
great times. Be there or be square. I promise
We'll
you.
all be there.
And what I tell you, it's not. I'm a man in automotive, and that event is for me. It's for all of us. It's ran by the women in automotive, but it's for everyone in automotive.
It's so funny.
So
I
check
love
that out.
hearing it from the men who do come, and they're like, I had no idea.
It's phenomenal.
But-
No,
yes,
you know, my very
we get
first event
rave
was phenomenal.
reviews.
I had the best
Yes.
time my very first event, and I'll always be at one because of that one event.
Thank you.
So true.
So
Thank
inspiring.
you
So
so
true.
much.
Wow, it's the first time I got to see you on the stage.
Yes,
You killed it. I
yes,
remember
yes.
going,
And we were
"Who
like,
is
oh
that?"
my goodness.
She's phenomenal. I'm
Yes,
taking notes.
powerhouse,
I'm gonna do that.
powerhouse.
Yeah, so
But
amazing.
folks, that's what's awesome about being able to connect with so many different people inside of the industry. You find out that there's more inside of you. There's great stuff inside of other people, and you find a way to make it better for everybody, and we honor that. And sitting right here, we don't just have
By
a
the
couple
way,
of great car guys.
You
car
and
gals.
I got to find out that we are military brother and
That's
sister.
what I was going into right there. Right, we're saying right here, we represent branches of military service. TrueCar took the time to honor us and spend some time just brewing some solutions with us
Yes.
about our experience in this industry
That's
as
right.
veterans.
Yeah, I remember
And
that.
you absolutely lit up the show. I was like, oh my gosh,
I
I'm
was
so
trying
glad to
keep up
be here
with you,
with her.
my friend.
Come on now, come on now. Y'all seen this, okay? Y'all seen this. I love the car gal in here. You got
She's
to
a
love the
closer.
car. She's a car
Closer.
gal. Got it. But inside of that, seeing the honor that people are giving to veterans, to those that have served,
Yes.
how
They deserve it.
Yeah, they definitely deserve
Absolutely.
it. But how have you seen it actually been reciprocated to the companies itself, knowing that they are veteran friendly? I mean, how much better is our world
I
knowing
know.
that we are able to stay veteran friendly towards those that can actually take our businesses to the next level?
This, veterans is a special group. They literally will leave their family, pack a bag, leave their family, go wherever they're told to go, and lay down their life if necessary
That's true.
in the defense of our country
Yeah.
and the principles that we stand behind.
That's right.
No better reason to hire than a veteran than that,
Amen.
honestly.
Amen. I
So,
agree with you.
And you were Navy, right?
Navy.
That's right.
We got
Navy,
Army, Navy, and Air Force over here.
That's
So
right.
we
We got it all covered.
We got
We got it all covered.
some of the
all
most
over
amazing.
the place.
There's I'm sure there's a Marine walking around. Matter of fact, I know Bill Stout's around here somewhere, right? I know he's a
somewhere.
Marine.
And where are
So
those
many
Coast Guard people?
Yeah,
They're
and
not
Coast
here.
Guard.
US Coast Guard.
They're not automotive. Hey, but that being said,
But land, air, sea covered right here at this desk. And we are so thankful again that we had the chance to be with you. You really dropped some incredible information, women in automotive information. You can get more of that. But how do people get a hold of you as we continue this show for the day?
I am literally on every social media platform. I'm pretty sure I'm the only Eliana Raggio out there. But if you want to reach me directly, of course, it's Eliana at dealereprocess.com.
simple as that.
Boom. All right. Now, we ready to fly out of here?
Ooh.
Let's forgive Focus
We
Fly.
put,
and
this,
keep
we put this
growing.
down?
Yep,
We're
we're going to do
Okay,
it.
we put this down. Okay.
And then we're going to forgive Focus Fly and keep growing. You ready?
Yes, I
On
think so.
3. 1, 2, 3. Forgive.
Focus.
Fly. And keep growing. Keep growing. Car guys and car gals, another great session over here at the TrueCar Booth with the one, the only, Eliana Raggio.
That's it. I want to be introduced like that always.
Hey,
Okay, we'll come do it. We'll come do it.
Thank you so much.
We'll see you soon. More to come. We're going to
We
get
got some
some
TrueCar
Thank
folks
you.
getting ready to jump on, so be ready to see it. We got some
TrueCar
great
troops.
special guests, so be waiting. All right, we'll see y'all soon.
booth troops coming up next. And we are back, Solutionaries, and excited to keep brewing solutions over here at the TrueCar Booth. And we have Miss TrueCar herself over here right now, representing. Absolutely love it. Our friend Beth, welcome to the party.
That's right. It's always good to see you. You know, not only does your style just stick out above the rest, but your personality. You have something about you. When you smile from across the room, we can see it. Like, there's
Ting.
Beth right there, right? And I absolutely love that. And of course, she has that trademark hair, the glasses.
She's always got the glasses. Like,
you can't miss that. Never, ever. You're never gonna miss that. She's always wearing some kind of fancy shoes. Like right now, I see those down there, girl.
Yeah, we got a little Gucci going on.
Little Gucci right
it's all
here.
Gucci. It's all Gucci.
That's right. So yeah, we're having fun with you. Thank you so much for having us here at the booth today.
Yeah,
Thank you.
absolutely.
We've had a great time doing some amazing interviews, starting with the CEOs. I mean, it was amazing, right? And then all the way through from Glenn Lundy's to the Adam Marburgers to obviously just getting done with right now with Eliana. She was phenomenal too. And there were so many that I just didn't say the name. Troy. I mean, I could keep going, but today was great. But I'm excited to interview you, honestly. You know, we've had you on the show before,
Yes.
right? And it was a great interview.
It was fantastic.
But I want to talk about TrueCar some more because TrueCar is doing some things.
Mhm.
Yes,
right?
we are.
You know, Mike dropped some nuggets earlier today, so did Jay. You know, so tell me what your thoughts are of TrueCar this year.
Well, this is just the beginning. This is absolutely just the beginning. We're super excited about what not only we have in store for dealers, but also what we have in store for consumers, and being able to bring them together in a really seamless, frictionless way. Everybody benefits.
Mhm.
Everybody rides. So it's a super fun way for everybody rides.
Love that.
And it's a great way for us to also bring car buying and car selling to a new level.
Mhm.
And who even new people who thought it was a scary thing to do before. This is, you know, what we're embarking on is going to be the easiest way for people to buy and sell vehicles.
Oh, absolutely love it.
doubt
You
about
hear that? Nice, smooth,
She's so
crisp,
smooth with it.
clean. Knows what she's talking
No
about.
big deal. No big deal.
Beth, this has been this has been an incredible event. This is the first time that we've been to NADA inside of Dallas.
Yes.
This is cool. The atmosphere is different. You got an incredible team. I mean,
Thank you. They
your
are
booth
amazing.
troops are second to none. Incredible. Constantly working, constantly doing good things. But tell us real quick, what has been your favorite part of this event so far?
I'm going to have to brag a little bit. We got Best in Show midsize.
Oh,
Yes, we did.
Once
Yes, we did.
We're running, man. This is 2 years in a
Everybody,
row.
come
We're part
on
of the best
over
booth.
here. 4377. Check it out.
Check it out.
This booth
Heck
is
yeah.
rocking. Not only does it look big, but like Lou said, it's the energy around here. As you walk around and you talk to anybody and you see what's going on, they're all communicating. There's like that 10-foot rule. You know, anytime within 10 feet, they're saying hello to.
Yep,
talking
hello.
to,
Yes.
getting them something to drink. Matter of fact, they just had
Yeah,
happy
happy
hour
hour is
here,
almost
right?
over.
I'm
Better
telling
hurry
you,
up. If you're
better
watching
hurry up.
this,
We
you're
got a
here.
couple
Come and
minutes
get
left
some.
here, right? But you know,
Not coffee in the morning.
No, that's right. So, and there's still tomorrow left, so that's great. But I mean, I'm gonna tell you, this energy here, it sticks out. It literally oozes into the other booths, which is good for the booths around you. I can tell you, they're lucky to have you right by them. But you know, that being said, this event, having this booth, being the best mid-sized booth out there, those are all great things. But it's what you're giving to the consumer, the knowledge that you're doing, the meetings that you're having. The podcast that you're putting down together here, right? It's been fun. It's been a lot of fun. The energy's great. What do you see that by doing this and doing these types of events, what do you see the benefit of doing it compared to doing something like just doing natural organic marketing?
Well, I think helping us build our reputation and continuing to create a new voice for TrueCar is, I mean, monumental for us, right? We're not invited in if people don't actually trust what we're bringing to the table is real and trust the people, right? Our booth troops. They don't trust the people that work behind the scenes and also our front face. I mean, we're nothing without them. So it's the ability for us to, you know, attract people, create some curiosity and some intrigue, and then ultimately just let them know we're here for them and would love to build things to help them do their work better.
Love it.
And I'm sorry, I'm totally losing my voice.
No, it's
here.
okay. A lot of people are. A lot of people.
I got that mic turned up good
All
today.
right,
Here,
good,
everything
good,
you're
excellent,
saying,
excellent.
so you're good.
Awesome. Now we were talking a little bit earlier with we were talking with Mike earlier
Okay.
about the selection process. You have the best of the best of
This is
TrueCar
the best
on the
of
ground. I mean, this
best.
is like the special forces of the
Yes.
TrueCar crew.
Yes.
And we absolutely love that.
We brought in all the closers,
Yeah,
right.
yeah.
Hey.
but they're also just
All
very,
the helpers,
also
right?
very well-known folks in the industry and have
Yeah, that's
incredible relationships. So it's not only bringing in the folks that have been here before and know who TrueCar is and trust, but it's also transferring that trust to everybody else.
Right. And being relevant. I mean, listen, you
Mhm.
guys can do so many different things to just get your product connected
Right.
to dealers. It's
Right.
another to make sure that you're making a connection. I mean,
Absolutely.
even
It's
just the
about
way
relationships.
your booth flows is to make it as comfortable as possible
Absolutely.
to enjoy the new venture you're going on
Yeah.
with TrueCar. Car guys, car gals, you need to look into the solutions that are going
I agree.
on with TrueCar, and
100%.
we're excited
No
to
doubt.
be
I
definitely
agree.
bringing some attention to that.
Cheers
Thank
to
you for
that.
choosing
Cheers.
us. Yeah, cheers.
Cheers.
All right. we're just so thankful to be able to be a part of this. But I am kind of curious. I'm kind of curious, just a little
Okay.
curious, just,
Oh, boy.
because, we love doing what it is that we do.
Mhm.
Why did you have the Car Guy Coffee podcast crew come through?
Okay, if we thought we had energy, we were hoping to like, draft a little bit off of your energy.
Come
so
on, come on.
having you here, really creating a spark. You're bringing folks to our booth that might not know to come to our booth,
Mhm.
might not want to come to our booth, but we've had great conversations with every single person you guys have brought here and everybody you've had on from our team.
Yeah.
So like it's just we love you guys, we love your voice, we love your
We love
mission.
you. Yes.
And I mean, I feel like we're all really good for each other.
Yes.
So
I
why not
believe that.
bring
Heck yeah.
all of that goodness together in one place?
Come on, come on.
Well, you just melted
Come
my
on,
heart.
come
Thank
on,
you
for
so
real.
much. And I do agree with that. There's
Yes.
something about elevating together,
Yes.
we instead of me, and I think that's amazing. Being here, it's great to be able to bring the energy we bring, but you naturally you all have plenty of people here. But
Mhm.
we did bring some pretty cool, interesting folks in here to be able to
Absolutely.
talk. We brought an IADA in here. We brought
Yes.
women in automotive here. We
Yeah.
we were trying to bring a little bit of every little sector that we believe that we have our hearts in, right? My heartstrings. Glenn Lundy was a big speaker. We saw the energy. He brought more energy than we did. I was blown away by them.
Speaking of a Glenn,
And then we
There
got
he
Glenn
is.
Pash
rolling by.
over there walking by. Glenn's always good. enough
He's
to make
always
my list,
good.
but we got Glenn's funny, man. But anyway, another one of our great mentors. Talking
Yes.
about mentors,
Yes.
that's somebody
Yes.
that we absolutely love. He's
Mhm.
given us a lot of great advice as we've been growing in our industry and in our business, and
Mhm.
he's definitely give us sound stuff to make sure that we keep going the direction that we need to go.
Absolutely.
And that's what it's
It
about.
takes all of us.
It does.
It does.
And yes, and I learn a lot from you. I hear you, and I hear what you're talking about, and in your path and what you're trying to work on. It influences me. I'm so
And vice
excited.
versa.
Well, thank you so much.
I
for
mean,
that.
again, it does take all of us to do this. It's not. I mean, yes, we're all competitive. We all want to.
Absolutely.
We all want to win, but
Mhm.
it's a big industry. It's a small community.
Come
So
on.
let's make sure
Oh,
that
I
we're
love you
all
so
like
much. So
just
true.
working hard to make it all of it better. You guys have
Thank you.
talked a lot about like the rising tides.
Yeah.
It couldn't be more true.
That's
Could
right.
not
It's
be more
so
true.
factual.
So true.
So factual. Oh,
And winning a best booth award doesn't hurt either.
No,
Doesn't hurt
no,
either.
it's
No,
a really
definitely.
nice little exclamation point
A
on
little
the
encouragement
entire
right there.
weekend.
Heck
Yes.
yeah, heck yeah.
Yes.
That's a high
It
five
really
moment for
motivates
everybody.
everybody who's not here, right? We
Come
showed
on
up.
now.
We
Yes.
showed up and someone noticed.
That's right. Showed up and showed out. And we absolutely love that. Well, car guys and car gals, you know what you need to do. Stay tuned. We got some more incredible solutionaries. They might have to kick us on out of here because this whole expo hall is about to shut down. But we got Matt Jones from TrueCar that's coming up next.
I see Glenn
Excellent.
Pash over there. Are you
Glenn
getting ready to
Pash
jump
is
over here?
you about to jump
Look
over
at
We
here.
got to get
him.
Glenn on here for
Here
a
come
couple
Look
come
at
get a
him.
cameo in here.
Let's get it.
But I mean, this is one
car
of my
guys, car gals,
one of my
make sure
favorite
that you
guys in the
show some
industry.
love to Beth
great mentor of
because
mine.
we are so thankful that we had the
right.
opportunity to
Man.
spend some time with you.
Oh.
Absolutely honor and appreciate you.
Absolutely.
The one and only
Sure,
right
for
here.
sure.
We'll be right back, everybody.
Oh, you don't want to forget Focus Fly out of here?
Oh no, we do got to
We
forget
gotta
Focus
forget
Fly. What do we
Focus
do?
Fly, bro.
I feel like we started off with that, right? So sorry. All right, you know what to do.
I do.
Wipe off the weight of unforgiveness, focus, and fly on 3. 1, 2, 3.
Forget.
Focus,
fly, and keep growing, keep growing.
See y'all soon.
We'll see y'all very soon.
What is going on? Car guys, car gals, check it out. We have the one, the only Glenn Pash right here sitting with us.
How are you
Welcome
all?
to the
Great.
party. Welcome to TrueCar Booth.
Thank
Brother,
you. Thank
so
you.
good to see you. So
Yeah,
good to see you.
thank you.
Looking
Thank
good
you.
as always.
Always. Trying.
Always. Man, goodness. Goodness. But no, there's a lot cooking. We've been able to see you in passing a little bit here and there,
Yes.
right? We've been doing some interviewing, a little bit of talking, and this is an incredibly big event and venue.
Yes,
Brother, what have
absolutely.
you been seeing, or what are you enjoying most of this particular NADA?
I just think one, it's to get everybody together. It's nice to see everybody. It's funny as you're walking down the aisle, it takes you 3 times longer to get from point A to point B because you're constantly running across somebody you haven't seen and you want to talk to and you want to connect to. I'm just really excited. There's seems to be a big buzz. Dealers came here with purpose. They came here to find certain things, be it I'm looking for a new marketing, a new tool, some service. They brought multiple people. A lot of times they bring 1 or 2 people. I've had dealers say, I've had 5 people and they're splitting up, dividing and conquering. Here's your list. Go talk to these people.
I love that.
So, so I just think everybody's energized. That's, it seems like it's a real good energy, especially here for Dallas being the first time here. Got my steps in.
Yeah.
Oh, my God. Had to put on the comfy shoes today to get going,
Well, that's one mystery that we help to unlock with us is how to stay at these conferences doing business and keep it comfortable. We keep it with the sneakers, folks.
Oh, you have
Come
to.
here with the sneakers, okay?
You have to.
You're going to do a lot of walking.
I had my
Absolutely
dress
love
shoes
it.
on because I was speaking the last couple of days.
Well,
And now all of a sudden, now I got my fancy pseudo-looking Cole Haan dress shoes with the comfy heels.
Those are super comfortable.
Yes,
shoes.
yes,
I just
yes.
tell you,
So
I
much
saw the
better.
shoes you're wearing, and I'm like, yep, I know those shoes.
those are
And
good.
they are all of it, especially when you're putting in the miles and all the steps. The thing about these events, they're huge. There is a lot of walking going on, but like you said, there's a lot of connections going on. There's a lot of networking going on. There's a lot of reconnections going on.
Yes.
And a lot of times that we make connections at some of these events and then we forget about them. Like we may go and say, hey, let's do something. And then next thing you know, months go by. You never reconnected. And then
You don't see them again until one of
and all of a
these.
sudden it resparks.
Mhm.
I think as time goes by, if we do that enough, and if we all keep being on that game, because I understand you can't take this water hose and just like fire hose and take it all at once. You got to take a little bit at a time. But if we keep doing this and we keep coming to these networking, reconnecting, we find that we eventually make that connection. And eventually you do have that light bulb go off and you're like, okay, we need to do this. And then connections are made. I'm seeing a lot of businesses in here talking to each other, not necessarily dealerships to the vendors or dealer partners, but I'm seeing dealer partners and dealer partners talking. Like they're over here like, hey, what's going on? How can we help each other? That's what I see that's dynamic right now.
Interesting you say that because we did our AWA awards on Thursday night, and that's where we celebrated. We had over 260 people, all vendor community. A few dealers were there, but it was a vendor community, and a lot of the vendors said, you know what, this is so great because we don't get time to celebrate each other and celebrate entrepreneurship and new ideas, and you get to hear about new products. And so for one night, we get them all in the room and they behave nicely with each other. They enjoy their time. I said, because then they're on the floor doing business. And so that's collaboration because they have to with the new data and all these new CDPs and all these different strategies going on. In order for it to be successful for dealers, all of these vendors have to start working together, and they're starting to partner and not feel threatened. And that's good. And then on top of it, the dealers themselves, group to group, are helping each other. What are you doing? What are you doing? Because we have a CXO group that has people who are part of it have 10 stores or more, which is a completely different conversation, right?
Oh, yeah.
But they're talking about things like how do we have different technology across our group? We have 4 different website platforms, 3 different CRMs, 2 different agencies. How do we get that same message, or how do we train people across? So all of a sudden you see that there, you see it out on the floor, like you were saying. Dealer groups are not being threatened with each other to share secrets because ultimately you still have to do it. I can tell you everything I'm doing, but you still have to do it.
Right, that's a big thing.
Right.
That's
Big thing.
You can take a lot of horse water and they don't all drink it, and that's the thing. You show them exactly where it's at, how to fix it, give them the data, but they don't close it down, right? So it's amazing. This expo hall is closing on us.
Yeah, they're throwing us out.
But they're not going to throw us out. We're Car Guy Coffee.
Let's
go.
Come on.
So what are you guys seeing from today? I mean, you've been talking to a lot of people. What are you hearing?
Oh, I mean, the seeing of the collaborations, that's the thing that we're most excited about, is that there are looks like competing companies or competing dealerships that are working together. And it's
Right.
so awesome that you brought that up, because that's what we're looking at. The mergers between companies, right? Those that are making those connections to say, how can we solve the problem better? And I don't have to create something that eclipses what you're doing. I can team up with what your strengths now become my strengths,
Yes.
and my strengths become yours. And that's something that we absolutely love.
And it doesn't happen. Matt from TrueCar, we were talking about that earlier when I was here waving. He and I got into a conversation. We were talking about, individuals in the marketplace, or companies in the marketplace. Like, everybody has a lane, right? I don't need to be in your lane. I don't need to compete in your lane. But we can both help each other,
Yes.
right? So that we can provide a solution. So to your point is, I don't need to create your product, but if we could partner, then
Right.
the combination brings a better product
Bingo.
or service for the end consumer. But we're not threatened anymore. And I think more and more people are realizing we don't need to be threatened. There's enough
Right.
for everybody. Collaboration can be good as long as you find the right partner that's going to help you.
So true. I mean, when you're going on an adventure or you're going on a mission, you definitely want the strengths of multiple people. You know what I mean, to be part of that. If you're going on a long journey, you want the strengths of others to help carry the extra things. If it's just you trying to carry it all, you're not going to get too far.
Right.
And what we get to see now is that automotive is unifying at a different level, and that's something that we love to see. That's something that we've been trying to play a part of putting the coffee onto the table, getting the people at the conversation spots to talk about really brewing solutions, not what's so great about me and not you, but what's great about all of us. And we've loved giving everybody the opportunity that we have the chance to talk to, a microphone, a little bit of what's cooking in their world, and what they love seeing in the industry. Because this is a great industry, folks.
It's great.
Tell your family. There's so many avenues for you to find yourself in. And brother, it's always been great to have you. Just to be able to have you as a friend, to have you as a mentor to us. We appreciate that so much. I mean, this is a living example of what it means to be collaborating with and to give advice just because
Since day one.
they want to help out,
Since day
right?
one,
They want
man.
to see us succeed. And
Sure,
that's so valuable.
And that's it, and to touch on what you asked that question, what do I see? What I'm seeing a lot, and let's just talk about, dealership retail, and, take out fixed ops. I'm not a big fixed ops guy right now. But what I can tell you is, what I'm seeing is we need to get back to the basics. I think that the problem is we fell away from that for a while. Understanding the fundamentals of automotive sales, of transportation problem solving, whatever you want to call it. We need to get back to the fundamentals. A lot of us lost those easy little, and I don't want to say closes, but objection handlers, right? We hear something and then we get fumbled now. What happened to the day when you heard something and confidently were able to answer somebody?
Because you didn't need to do it.
No, we got lazy.
They
Even the
didn't have to
veterans.
do it.
But again, see, I'm going to push back.
Okay.
I don't like using the word lazy, because I don't think it was lazy. It's just the game that was played was, if you had the inventory, whatever the price was, because you had it in that market this last 18 months, I'll come in and I'll buy it. There's no arguments, no nothing.
Bottom line.
So
Price
you're
and
going to work to whatever you need to. So there are no objections. So I don't need to remember or practice my objections. But your point is that the market is shifting now.
It's time to get
Interest
back to
rates are going up. There's more. Now people come in and you say, well, here's the price. And they go, I'll think about it. All of a sudden you're going up. The game has changed. So it's getting back to understanding what skills do you need in this market as it changes. So we need to go back and just look at that and say that, because not lazy. It's just, I played the game that was being played and I won.
Right.
The rules are starting to change a little bit. So I have to go back and say, what are the skills I need to play this game?
Right. It's not going to be the same as
Exactly,
before.
right.
It's just, but it's going to be different than it was yesterday. And that's
Of
the thing.
course.
We need
So
to look at that.
that's where you constantly evolve. So it's
I
not
love
the
your point there.
laziness.
Love the point
It's
there,
just,
Glenn.
if I don't have to, why am I going to put in that? Now I have to. So now you have to address it and say, here's the game plan. Here's the rules, right? So think about it. College team playing the high school team. College team playing the pros. College team playing a really good college team. Every week, what do they say? New game plan. This is what we have to do to win against that.
Right.
Now we're in a different game. We're playing in
So
a
true.
different time
So
where
true.
now it's like, this is what we have to do in order to win. That's
Right.
it. So it's not lazy. It's just effort.
Right.
And it's, where do I have to push? Now it's, I may have to work a little harder. I have to be more
I
prepared.
love that.
That's all it is. Because I hate
Right.
when people say we're lazy. It's not. They're working hard. It's just, I win quicker because I had it, because that was the market.
And
Right.
and this
So
is
true.
why
So true.
I consider him a mentor.
Yes. Yes.
I'm gonna trust me. You'll probably hear me talking in my next podcast. Talking, man, this thing's about to die, so we're
Sure.
going to jump
We're
off
gonna
here
go.
soon. But what I want to say is that on our next podcast, you might hear me talk some stuff he just said.
That's okay.
Steal some of those ideas.
It's
That's
all
where I
good.
get most of my stuff.
It's
But
good.
I can tell you, Glenn, thank you so much for everything that you do for this
I
industry,
appreciate
for the people around you, for anyone that's touched around you. I mean, you've been nothing but a gentleman
Yes.
since day one
Thank
to
you.
us, and we honor you for that. We look forward to seeing the next few years together and seeing how far we all go. So,
I appreciate
right.
it, man. I
Thank
love
you.
it. Love
That's
what
right.
you're doing. Keep
Thank you.
doing it.
Heck yeah. Well,
All right, we
car
gotta
guys,
forgive
you know what we need to do. That's
before
right.
the battery
We need
runs
to
out.
forgive,
That's
focus,
right.
fly, and keep growing. Here we go.
There we go.
On 3, 1, 2, 3. Forgive, focus, fly, and keep growing. Keep growing. Car guys, car gals. We have been Brewing Solutions live over at the TrueCar Booth, NADA 2023. I am Lou Ramirez, the car guy,
I'm Fred Lenartz, the subprime hero,
and we've been Brewing Solutions on the Car Guy Coffee Podcast with the one,
the
the only Glenn Pash. See you later.
Thanks, guys. See you later.